People will always remember Jaguar most of all. Those cars were iconic, and anybody that was there will remember the sound, the spectacle, and the glory.
I love sports cars back in the 80s. They were lovely cars to drive, and to able to be driving for Jaguar for me was just a big part of history. It was a big part of what I wanted to do to put on my CV. And you always knew that if you raced for Tom Walkinshaw, you'd be competitive. I went to the factory, looked at the car, spoke to Tony Southgate, who was the designer, and the rest is history, as they say. We've done a very short contract with Tom. You know, it was very thin. Tom, you always knew with Tom that once you agreed something, you agreed it. If you broke it, he'd, you know, cut your hands off. So it was an easy contract to do, really.
My idea from the word go was obviously to have a very, because I was fresh from Formula One, so obviously I wanted a very modern car. By that it meant modern technology, not over the top, because these cars have got to do 24 hours. It's very easy to make a car that will do, say, half that distance or a quarter that distance. But to go 24 hours, it's got to be quite a strong car. You've got to be able to bounce off curves, bounce off other cars for that matter.
In '86 they were fast, in '87 they dominated, utterly dominated. And you can still see now the technology and the detail that was involved that made those cars the class of the field is still evident today.
Well, when Mercedes appeared on the scene, that was quite worrying, because they had a good package. It wasn't a threat in the early days, but eventually Mercedes decided to back it, and they produced a whole new car which looked remarkably similar. In fact, I'd call it a copy of a Jaguar, but only silver.
They won 2 Le Mans 24 hours, 2 Daytona 24 hours, dominated in '87 and to an extent in '88. And they left an indelible mark. That's a hell of a legacy.